Morning. It's been a while. For the last couple of years I've done no long distance hiking at all. I've been plagued with persistent little niggly injuries to knees and ankles, so it's been a stop-start couple of years for me. But I'm back out for a day walk today. I'm actually back in Spain again, in the Andalusian region. I'm staying at a place called Benalmadena Pueblo, which you can see just behind me down there. I'm out for a day in the mountains, and the hike I'm looking at today is round about, depending on if I do the last summit or not, it's between 2,200 and 2,700 feet, but pretty much 2,000 of it is in the first mile and 3/4, which I'm tackling now. As you can see, I'm blowing a bit. It's quite a tough climb, this. I'll spin you around and let you have a look at the place. That's the last summit of the day if I have time to do it. That's Mont Calamaro, I think it is. 2,700 and something metres above sea level, I think it is, which you can see down there. It's a beautiful morning, but obviously I don't sound too clever with all the puffing and panting, so I'll bring you back in a little while when I've done a bit more of this climb. See you in a bit. As you can see, we're well up into the mountains now, and you'll probably be able to see from that the sun's finally starting to break through the clouds as well. It's estimated to be 27, 28 degrees today, I think, but at the moment now I'm guessing it's about 19 or 20, something like that. It's not too bad, still quite cool. The ascent up so far hasn't been too bad. There's a few rough, rocky, slippy bits, loose underfoot, but not too bad. Most of it's decent track. So it's looking like the climb's probably going to take me about 15-20 minutes longer than I estimated when I looked at the maps. But obviously I keep stopping to take photographs and bits of video and what have you. It's starting to open up again now. I'll show you the view so far. Absolutely gorgeous. It's lovely being out here. When I first set off, I had to cross under the motorway, and I could hear the motorway for the first 30 minutes or so, but it's just silent out here now. All you can hear is the odd birds singing. Right, I'll bring you back in a little while. just making my way through quite an awkward descent section at the moment before the next climb. It's obviously, it's very rocky, but this section I've just done has got a covering of sand over it, and underneath the sand there's loose rocks and boulders. It's quite slippy, so that's the sort of thing we're dealing with. That's been all the way down that descent behind me that I've just finished there. So I think I'm just going to have to check the map. I think I'm off that way now. It's just shows there's a lot of routes around here. I'm sure that's mine up that way. Anyway, I'll check the map and I'll see you in a bit. Right, as you can see up there, that's the route I was looking to take up to the summit of the highest point, which is around Calamaro here. I'm down here, but I just don't have enough time. That's gonna be a good 90 minutes to 2 hours round trip. That by the time I've stood up there taking photographs and video, looking at all the viewing points. So I'm gonna have to skip it, I'm afraid. I've got a dinner date with the boss. I don't want to be late for that. I don't want to be facing her wrath. Right, starting the long descent down now. Right, I'll bring you back at another point further down the descent. See you in a bit. I'm just going to show you a quick bit of the coastline. Starting from here, just out of sight there's the marina, which is pretty much the barrier between Torremolinos and Benalmadena. And then as you go further around the coast, that one in the distance there, that's actually Fuengirola. So that's just a quick glimpse at the Costa del Sol. It's not exactly sunny today, it's stayed overcast and it's quite cool, so I've been fortunate in that respect really. But we're heading down now. I can hear the motorway again now, so we're obviously getting closer to it. I think I've got about 2 miles left, something like that, but it's been an awkward descent. Rocks very slippy, rocky and sandy, as you can see. And you've just got to be watching your footing all the time, because I've actually slipped a couple of times already. Right, I'm going to have to turn the camera off while I deal with this. See you in a bit. Right, I'll give you another look at the coastline. You can see it a little bit better now. If I turn you around, if you look just in there, you can see the entrance to the marina. That's actually where Torremolinos ends, and this is Benalmadena starts. So this is Benalmadena all the way across to here, and then out there, that's Benalmadena Pueblo, where I'm staying. It's like a typical mountain village type of thing, but it's quite a large one, that one. And we're going down here, and I think the route takes us actually underneath that viaduct. So it looks like it's quite a steep descent. So I'm going to have to be careful, because again, it looks all loose underfoot. But we'll crack on. Right, I'll bring you back in a little while. I'm pretty much down now. I'm just on like an estate road or a quarry entry or something like that. But that was quite a sketchy descent. That lots of it was really loose underfoot, really slippy. I slipped quite a few times. Fortunately, never fell over. But if ever you're out there, just want to bear in mind that it's quite a technical descent. But I think that's probably the majority of the nice walking, shall we say. I've got that bridge over the motorway, and then back into civilization. And I think there's a bit more at the end where I drop back into the countryside. I'm not sure if I go underneath the viaduct or along the side of it. I'm not sure, but if there's anything more to see, I'll bring you back. This is proven to be the hike that keeps on giving. It's dropped me down probably around about 500 foot below where I'm going to finish. So it's just thrown one last steep pull into me. As you can see, I finish off just above that. As I curl round to the left into the village, I'll be above the motorway, then I'll come down underneath it under a subway. So just one last big climb to do. Shouldn't take too long. But if it's picturesque, I'll show you a bit. If not, there's not a great deal to look at the moment. Right, I'll bring you back if there's anything worth looking at. As you can see, I'm a fair way up past the viaduct now. It was a bit of a short, sharp climb, that, but I think that's about done now. I think with regards, there might be a few little small ups and downs, but I think the main part of it's done now. As you can see, I've gained quite a lot of height back compared to that. And the sun's coming out as well. Time this right. Right, where am I going here? There. This way. Gotta say, the way marking on these trails is absolutely superb. They're so easy to follow. It's always handy to have a map on your phone or a paper map or something, just in case. But they are quite straightforward to follow, they're well marked. A little bit of a climb. Right, I'll bring you back in a bit. Not far to go now. I've actually joined back to the first part of the route, which I walked up this morning. I've done like a circular route. The first and last part, obviously on the same path. I've picked that back up now. Up ahead of me now, I've got a bit of a short descent back down to the motorway and a subway underneath it, and that'll take me back up and into the Pueblo itself. So probably another half a mile, 3/4 mile maybe, not so far. Right, I'll bring you back in a short while. Right, that's it. I'm back into the Pueblo now. So I'm literally, the apartment's just round the corner. So it's been an enjoyable walk, that. Caught the weather just right as well, not too hot. There you go, just round that corner, then I'm done. Right, that's it. That just leaves one thing. Yep, time to replace them lost fluids. Cheers everyone.